All right, YouTube. Nick Brown here, back with another video with Better Financial. We're here today talking about annuities. Annuities is basically a contract between you and the insurance company. It's I wouldn't call it insurance, but it's basically a step in the right direction to have funds that you would never outlive. So when you think about a life insurance policy is basically cash for your beneficiary, just in case anything was to happen to you. Annuities is basically money that you can set aside for the future, and basically money that you can never outlive. For example, if if you say for example, someone was 35 years old and they came to a sum of money, say they came to $100,000, they could put $100,000 into an annuity, and that annuity will be set for basically for the rest of their life. Once they turn 65, 30 years later, you could start drawing from that account, and that's monthly payments um, towards that person, uh, pretty much until to the rest of their life. And in most annuities, those rest of those funds will go towards the beneficiary as well. So today I wanted to go over with you. We're here to Better Financial to help you and I come better in our finances. Um, so I want to go over some pros and cons of an annuity today. So we're looking at basically what I basically broke it down to you what annuity is, but there's a couple different types of annuities. There's a fixed annuity. Basically, a fixed annuity is basically uh, non-stock market. So it's basically a fixed income. It's not, it's very fixed. The interest rates are not as high as what you can get with a variable annuity. A variable annuity can be based off the stock market. It can be invested in mutual funds and other assets that can be take on a lot of risk over time. They also have index annuity. Index annuities are annuities that's based off the index, S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial, also other indexes, the Russell 2000, things like that. So you just never know what type of annuity this type of annuity can be based off of different indexes. So there's many different type of indexes and definitely different types of managers out there that can definitely manage the funds for you guys. So the first pro of an annuity is basically receiving regular payments. So like my first example was basically saying that um, if you put $100,000 into an annuity at 35, and 30 years later at 65, you can receive those funds out at 65 or sooner, depending on the different case by case situation of that client. Receive those funds out at 65. You can start receiving regular monthly payments, and basically into retirements, receiving regular monthly payments just like you would receive if you were under some type of Social Security plan, some type of pension plan, some type of other type of plan. Also, another pro is contributions are tax deferred. That's very important to a lot of us when we're trying to save for retirement, things like that. Tax deferred options. Also, when you invest to a fixed annuity can have guaranteed returns. When you invest into a variable annuity, or maybe sometime like an index annuity, those returns aren't guaranteed. Uh, some of our risk averse people out there uh, that may like that fixed annuity that have that guaranteed rate of return, so they won't have nothing to worry about. That's very important to some people. So I want to go over some cons with this now. Some of the cons is some of the high fees. High fees with annuities. There are high fees. That's kind of the catch. Um, other assets like ETFs, low fees. Mutual funds, higher fees. Annuity, higher fees. So that's kind of the drawback when you're investing into an annuity. Also, as one is another con is annuities might have a max growth rate, basically saying so. Say for example, you invest in an index annuity, and that index is performing at a higher percentage rate. Some of these annuities may have caps on the growth. They may have 80% caps. So because of the high fees. Also, another a con is basically sometimes it's hard to get down an annuity. I don't know if you ever heard of the commercials that say you need a structural settlement because you need cash now. Call JG Wentworth 877 Cash Now. Those companies like that are basically designed to help people get out of annuities because they're very tough. And sometimes the financial advisor or the insurance agent doesn't tell you about how tough it is to get out of annuity because once you sign that contract, it's very tough. You may have to take it to court or something like that or arbitration. Um, so those are kind of the pros and cons of an annuity if you ever decide to invest in one for your future, for your financial future, for you and your family. Uh, Definitely, I've sold some in the past when I was an insurance agent. So it's definitely some options that both of us can take a look at in the future to try to diversify our portfolios when it comes to insurance, financial products, and other many other assets that can better get us, me and you, to a better financial steps, and so we can get better. Um, be better investors, be better all around financial beings. So, just wanted to bring that to you today. Talk about annuities. My name is Nick Brown from Better Financial, and we here try to better our lives, better our families' lives, and better our off individuals because we're financially stable. So please like and subscribe. Please let me know what you want to know next about investing, insurance, and also things that we can both grow together. Give me some tips, and let's go out there and be better for 2020 and go from there. So over and out. Better Financial here, and you guys have a good one. Thanks a lot.